Now I'm gonna talk about the two. He has 3 specials actually. I'm gonna turn on my bars. If you may, sorry about that. Recovery on. He has 3 specials. He has Core Circle forward, 2 bunches. Does this one? It's an OTG flame. Hits forward about the map. Distance goes about that far. It doesn't do much damage farther away. More closer you are, the more damage it does. More hits it does too. Mashable. His other one is his Luminous Body. Luminous Body does increase Firebrand's speed. These are still his bread and butter combos. It just increases his speed. Damage doesn't seem... Actually, I don't think the damage increased because the damage hasn't increased. So it basically just increases up his speed. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I didn't read the guidebook, so basically I think it just increases his speed. That's from what I've been seeing. Now his level 3, Dragon Punch forward, creates another Firebrand. That shoots fireballs. That does everything you can tell it to do. Comes out for a short period of time. What am I doing? I'm trying to work. I never got a chance to work on this Infinite, so we'll find out how this works. If you time it right, he actually has like a loop with the Firebrand assist. I actually haven't played around with it yet, so actually I'm not too familiar with it. But there is a loop. Watch Desk's video if you want to learn more about it. I'll pick it up sooner or later. Actually, I don't know much about it yet. So that actually concludes all his basic moves tutorial. And now I'm actually going to go into a little bit more combos with Firebrand. Now Firebrand has basic bread and butter combos. You can start off with light, medium, heavy on the ground. So as you notice, you can actually have multiple hits on the ground. You just gotta do basically same process. So he's actually like kind of like the She-Hulk thing that people used to do with him. It's kind of like the She-Hulk. Basically, you can have a bunch of hit confirms on the ground. Sorry. Up to 4. I was actually up to 4. I had up to 4 hit confirms on the ground. Sorry, it's kind of hard on 4. So that was 4 hit confirms on the ground. So basically, if you're not, if you're one of those people that want to be spamming lights just to get a hit confirm, so you won't be throwing out random shit, Firebrand's a really good character. Especially you can just sit there all day just doing that if you're not sure if anything will connect. And just to be safe, and he has so much. He builds so much bars with his combo as well. That I'm actually gonna show you here. Sorry, actually, this is all perfect. Okay. So you all start at 1 bar. Now his basic bread and butter combo. Oh shit, my bad. Feels about 3/4 of a bar. Now, granted that it does no damage. Oh, what the hell happened there? It still does a lot of bars. And it brings you into a good situation of doing a super or whatever afterwards. Now that's his basic bread and butter. I will have the description below of this first combo. This is combo number 1. Basically, it's light, medium, heavy, launch, medium, heavy, down H, fly down, medium, heavy, bomb barrage. You can dash backwards or dash forward depending on how you want to do, where you want to position them. The super afterwards. This is about 500k damage. Not bad. That's his basic bread and butter. Now, now basically just leads into ways of how you want to get into that combo, because Firebrand basically revolves around that combo. I don't think anything else really is worth. However, you could do things like this. I don't know how well this works unless you really want to go for a mix-up. But you can't really do anything after that, so I basically just prefer to stick with the bread and butter, which does the damage. Now, what other things to do that you can get into it is you can basically start at the light, like how I did there. A lot of times you can actually just run and grab them. I just gotta make sure you connect after that, otherwise it's kind of pointless. Just remember, but after that, you can't bomb barrage again, just because it will drag him to the ground. Now, if you bomb barrage once again, you only can do the move once. Sorry. So if you do this, and then you decide to go with the full combo, this bomb barrage will actually just throw him to the ground, then reset. It's the same thing with the dive kick, so you have to really watch what you've done before and make sure you don't repeat it again, otherwise you just drop him out of the combo. So in terms of this situation, if I'm doing this and I get him, I'll continue up with one combo. I'll get here, I'll get to knock him down super. What else you can do is basically, if you're one of those people that actually has someone else that's really good, the aerial change out. Or if you actually really want to go for it, if you really want to do it, you can go for a reset. Now I'll talk about the resets more after this, because that'll be under my advanced tactics strategy. So I'll get to that later on. Now, back to his basic bread and butter. That's basically his really good combo that I recommend people do. Otherwise, the other ones are kind of not as good. Now to mention combo starters, as I mentioned, that one works. Also, dive kick. If you want to do a dive kick, make sure you fly down. You have to fly down really quickly, because a lot of times when you connect them randomly with the dive kick, but just make sure you don't dive kick again, because that actually just drop them straight to the ground. It won't happen. Nothing will happen. So if you decide to be a combo starter with the dive kick, still bon voyage. Super after. The thing to mention about when he's in luminous mode is that his bon voyages are less punishable in luminous mode, even on block. Here, let's show you that. He is not as punishable as he was without luminous mode. A lot harder to punish. He's still punishable, but it's a lot harder to punish because he's faster. So, the only thing I can say about that. So that basically concludes basic combos with Firebrand. Now I'm gonna go over to a little of the special tactic combos, startups. Now I'm gonna mention throws. Now Firebrand throw on the ground. You can OTG. So basically, if you grab him, you can OTG super. Drop a bit, I don't know. This is me actually taking it into lab, and I'm taking you guys into lab as well. Yeah, there we go. You have to let him drop down. There you go, watch out because he flips out too. Okay, another one that I want to mention is air resets. Now Firebrand has a few potential of resets. One of them would be this one. This is the one you can do this any part of the combo. If you want to do during the dive kick, you go medium, which will fly him toward him. Which leads into a super. Well, actually, that does a lot of damage. That's one way you can do it. If you just go do it any part of the combo, you can do it here too. It doesn't do as much damage if you unless you do one more rep. It does about the same actually. Look at this, how Then grab. You gotta make sure you can actually verify. That's if they're not doing anything. That they're neutral. You can do that one. They're neutral. If they're actually pressing buttons, just grab them again. You can actually do another command grab. It resets them down, and that can actually be a potential dead character right there if they're doing something. Some people like to hold forward. If they're holding forward because they know you're gonna reset, you could actually change it up by Varage instead. I'll drag him out. What else you can do is if you want to do dive kick, delay it. That crosses him if you do dive kick straight down, crosses him right over, and it can basically start this combo all over again. Same thing with if you decide to do a variation fly. That's a crossover right there. It's actually decently fast. So if you want to fly once with medium, you can do that. A lot of times you can actually just cross them up. You can mix them up a lot with Firebrand. He's a really quick character, especially in the air combos, and they can all lead to potential damage. So you actually have to be really aware of where you might land, and just be ready just to pull off, you know, bread and butter combos with Firebrand, and that's how you get your damage in there, because he doesn't do much damage by himself. You can tell his 20 hit combo does about 400k. It's not a lot of damage. But it's because of his mix-up potential, his ability to also keep away because of all the actions you can do in the air, and just basically fly around the opponent, just getting away. That's where his potential comes from, as a keep away and also damage, you know, fast damage dealer mix-up character resets. Now another reset that I actually like is actually if you take the whole thing full out, if you after the Vombage, your character becomes so much heavier that you can't do a heavy into a medium. It's going to be a lot harder to connect. But you still can do that. Or another way you can do that is to do one medium actually. Or you can do this. I like to do a medium and go either straight in. Oops. My S would have came out. You saw me input that S. It's weird. We'll be going for a straight into a medium to fly it. That fully connected into one. Oh shit. Oh wait. Sorry guys. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. That'll be actually an overhead, so there we go. That'll be a grab. Using a medium heavy into a mix-up grab basically kills the character as well. Now those are my Firebrand resets and more advanced tactics. Now